I know. It's like they'll be quiet for so long. And then the second I make a video, the second I go on a live stream, it's like they find something to bark at. It's crazy. That's just part of being a dog owner, dog mom. Maggie, he said, did a mini session with you, and I was right. The skies cleared and we had incredible weather for the wedding. Yay! Maggie, I'm so happy. I love that it was just so clear for you. How was it, by the way? Congratulations. Oh, yay, I love to hear that. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. We're just taking some time for you right now to relax, to feel good, to catch your breath, to let go, find some peace. So happy that you are here. Make sure that you are consenting to receive in the chat. Oh wow, Morgan. Sending some love over to you for sure. How is everyone feeling today? Let me know in the chat. What's been going on this springtime season for you all? My birthday was actually just a little over a week ago. Hi, Courtney. Good to see you here, as always. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Ooh, Vanessa, sending you some blessings for ease and a speedy recovery. All right, everyone, making sure that you are seated correctly to receive this Reiki energy the best, as we have a nice little uplifting beat now. I'm going to have you take your feet, plant them firmly on the ground so that you're feeling that foundation, you're feeling that earth underneath you. Even if you're not outside, if you are outside, that's great. Let me know if you are in a park or something or in your backyard. But feel that foundation, feel that earth, feel that steadiness, that security underneath you. And then from there, we're going to make sure that our spine is aligned from root to crown. So we're taking our shoulders as well in this process, rolling it up, down, and back, maybe giving yourself a couple shoulder rolls backwards, a couple forwards, and then one more back, so they're laying nicely in their sockets. You are taking your hands, and they're going to be palm facing up on your lap. Breathing in deep and relaxing all the muscles of the face, all the muscles of the body. Unclenching your jaw by separating your teeth and placing your tongue on the roof of your mouth. We're going to focus on our breath here. Again, if you have not consented to receive, you can do so out loud in your head or even in the chat. When you breathe in, you're going to breathe in through the nose. Let that reach deep down into the belly until you can no longer inhale, and then you exhale out through the mouth, just like that. So keep on breathing here. Do at least 5 good deep breaths. In through the nose, deep down into the belly. And from the belly out through the mouth. Really sinking into your center, into how you're feeling today. Take a moment to assess what your physical body may need right now. Listen to what your body has to say. Taking a moment to check in with your emotional body. How is your emotional state today? We have a new moon coming up, right? I believe it's a new moon on the 16th. So we got 2 days. Okay, that makes sense. 2 more days till a new moon, I believe. I forget what sign it's in. If somebody knows, let us know in the chat. How are your emotions doing? From there, take a moment to tap into your mental body. Oh, okay, the new moon is in Taurus. All right, I should be getting some good luck then. Let me know if some of you are Tauruses as well in the chat. Whose birthday season is it? Tapping in with the mental body. Keep up with your breath. In through the nose. Deep down into the belly. Then out through the mouth. What is your mind asking you? What does it need right now? And then lastly, tapping in with your spirit. Is there a message that you've been ignoring? Do you feel like spiritual messages have just kind of gone silent lately? What is your relationship to your spiritual body? How has it been lately? Are you taking time for you? Are you paying attention to everyone else? What's going on? Stacy is another Taurus. Hey. Still breathing in deep, in through the nose, deep down to the belly, out through the mouth. What is your inner child saying? What has it been needing from you lately? If there is a message that your inner child had for you today, what would that be? And if you feel like sharing, go ahead and let us know in the chat what that message is. Letting go, let it be. Maybe creating some space for the self. Maybe more fun, excitement, acceptance. Good. Taking in 2 more deep breaths into the nose, deep down to the belly and out through the mouth. And keep breathing at your own pace. Once those 2 deep breaths are done, if you can, keep it up. Try to keep it up this whole session. You will notice such great improvements in your energy levels, in your mood, in your attitude, in your perspective of yourself, perspective of life. Do not underestimate the power of the breath. We often take such short breaths throughout the day. So really soak this in. Take this time for you. And for those of you who are very intuitive, those of you who maybe do this kind of work or you just have a very strong sense of connection with your intuition, go ahead and share something in the chat that you think someone needs to hear today. And I want this chat to be filled up with messages from spirit, messages from the divine, maybe even just messages from your heart, because there's a chance that someone might need to hear that today. So let's go ahead and share some love with everyone who's here. We have almost 200 of you here at this time. Let's share some love and compassion for those who may be going through something right now. Let that love rain down on them. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're pretty cool. I love that one. One day at a time, my pookies. Love that one too. The time is now super powerful. What a baddie. I know that sometimes it can really seem like when you're out in the big bad world and you're taking care of things and you're kicking ass and taking names, sometimes it can seem like you're a little alone, that you're just kind of taking it all on and you're absorbing everything from everyone and trying to make everybody else happy, trying to make sure no one else gets mad or frustrated or upset. And I think that part of the reason why some of you may be here right now is to just remember that there is always time to take care of you. There's always time to fill your cup. There's always love that is being sent your way. You don't have to take on all that pressure. As a matter of fact, for those of you who feel like you've just been taking care of everything and everyone around you, and you don't really feel like you've been getting that reciprocated back, I know I've definitely felt feelings of that this week. It's nice to give, it's nice to pour into others, and then there comes a time where we're like, ooh, maybe I should give that magic to myself too, right? If that's been sounding like you lately, let me see a show of hands in the comments or in the chat here. If you've been maybe taking on a lot and you've been doing it well, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But maybe you're just starting to realize you're getting a little drained, you're getting a little fatigued, a little too tired, more tired than usual, keep yawning a lot. Maybe your skin's breaking out. Maybe your body is trying to communicate to you. Hey, take a moment. Pace yourself. There comes a time where you can, take a break from pushing that pedal of giving so much. You can receive too. That is okay. And sometimes we just need to remember that and give that space, give that time, give that energy to ourselves, that attention. Really making sure you're digging in deep here with this breath work. We got a lot of you here who've been watching my Reiki for a long time. Thank you. I'm glad to still be here. Doing my best to kind of pop on lives as much as I can. Just that we can have like a real time exchange, Not just when I post something and I'm off doing something else, but like really engaging with you all here. Some us time. I'm going to have everyone take their hands, rub them together, blow into them 3 times. Today we're going to do a little healing for the past, the present, and the future, whatever that means to you. So if you feel like you need to give yourself some peace, some harmony, some balance, some love, some attention, some care, some confidence, some motivation, some wellness of any kind, some prosperity, some luck, whatever it is that you feel like you need, let's go ahead and charge that energy here now in our hands, get that friction going, get that energy going, set that intention for the past, the present, and the future. And we do so by blowing into our hands 3 times. So 1 for past, hold that there. 1 for the present, hold that there. And 1 for the future. And go ahead and take those hands, press them right on your heart space, and just receive. There's no better time than now to receive your own loving, healing energy, so go ahead and do so. The Reiki is going to make it easier for you to receive. If you feel like you've been giving too much lately and you're like, how do I stop feeling the need to give? How do I love people. I love, to offer up my magic. I love to share my energy. But then there comes a time where you get so stuck in that cycle of giving and giving and giving and giving and giving that you're just like, oh, you kind of forget, when's the last time I actually received something? And so instead of getting bitter or upset or resentful, jealous or whatever of the people that you've been giving your time and energy and attention to, just take a moment to step on those brakes. Take a couple deep breaths in and start to receive yourself. That is the best way. And honestly, when that happens, you don't even have to ask anyone to give you anything. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some of you here are like, maybe I have to go and tell that one person, I've given you too much, I'm gonna stop giving you stuff, or you took all this from me and I know I gave it to you, but where's the reciprocity? Just stop yourself there and give to yourself first, and everyone else will start to follow suit. You'll see. Whatever it is that you think that you're lacking or you're scarce in, it's really just because you haven't been giving it to yourself first. That is all. So instead of putting on that external blame, instead of trying to force a certain outcome out of somebody or situation, just say, yeah, you know what? I actually haven't been giving that to myself. Let me do that. Let me do that right now. And for a lot of you, I feel like that may be why you're here. So we'll give you that time, that energy, and that attention to tap into the receiving mode of your life. So that when there are miracles and blessings and good fortune and prosperity and love and energy that is wanting to come into your field, it can do so because you already have that vacuum cleaner on of receiving, right? That way you don't block your blessings that are literally right there. You know when they say, if you feel like you've lost something, it's usually right under your nose? Same thing energetically. Everything that you need or want is right around you, but you could just be blinded to it in this moment, and that is okay. But we're here to remind you that it is there. You're just so stuck on outputting everything that you haven't taken a moment to actually observe your surroundings. Maybe that is you doubling down at work. Maybe that is you extending yourself too much in your relationships. Whatever it may be, we're gonna help reverse that now and tap back into that receiving mode. And if this is really hitting for you, if this is really like, you know what, yeah, I have been feeling a little bit like this, go ahead and type in the chat receiving mode so I know who this is really reaching right now. Receiving mode. It's exactly what we're going to tap into right now. If you feel like there has been something that is owed to you, maybe you're waiting for a response, waiting for some money, maybe you feel like someone's dragging their feet giving you something, or maybe you just feel like you've been manifesting so hard and you've been doing the 369, even journaling and affirming and healing and the shadow work and all that, and you're like, okay, where are my blessings? Hello. Now's the time to just give yourself that grace and say, you know what, everything that I could need is right here. Let me just tap into this receiving mode. That's all. That's all. Now, for those of you who are really going through a time right now where you feel like you may need a little bit of extra guidance or support, you already know the drill here. Maybe you don't. If you don't, I'll let you know. We do have mini Reiki and Tarot sessions that happen on these live streams. So if you are just really feeling it this new moon week, if you're really feeling it this month already, we're about halfway done in the month. Can't believe May is almost over. What the heck? I love May. May is my favorite. But if you feel like things have just been a little stagnant, or things aren't moving as quickly as you'd hoped, or you just feel like something's a little bit off, you're looking for some clarity, then I would love to be able to offer you a mini session right here, right now. So the way to do that, it is first come, first serve. You just tap on my icon, you tap on my picture right here at the top. Then you'll go to the top of my page, you'll see that link. It says beacons. And then you'll just hit mini Reiki session or mini session. You can get Reiki, you can get tarot, whatever your preference is. I will tap into your energy and we'll see what we can do to help. If you get a mini Reiki session, I'll tap into your energy and let you know where I'm finding some imbalances or blockages, things that are really heavily impacting your energy, that maybe are just a confirmation for you. And you're like, okay, great. That just confirmed this. Like, now I know what I need to do. Or maybe you're a little blinded to it right now. You don't really know what's happening, and we can get you some clarity. You will receive a recording of your session, whether it's Reiki or whether it's tarot. And if you were like, you know what, I'm good on Reiki, but it's been a minute since I've had a tarot reading, or I just want to have some clarity, or you know what, I've only ever gotten tarot readings done through my For You page. Like, nothing's been specific to me. Like, I want to figure out what's going on in my energy, what's going on in my life. And we can do that for you too. I have about probably 4 availabilities, 4 slots open for mini sessions. So make sure that you are reserving your spot on this live stream as soon as possible. Still making sure we're breathing in deep in through the nose, deep down into the belly, out through the mouth. Good job, everyone. If you are feeling the sensations of Reiki, whether that is you're feeling a little hotter, feeling a little cooler, feeling the tingles, Maybe you're yawning, maybe your belly is making some noises, twitching. Let us know what that is. If you are feeling this Reiki in a certain area of your body, maybe it's your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, solar plexus, sacral, or roots, let us know where you're feeling activated, where you're feeling release. How is your body, how is your energy responding to the healing today? Take note. If you've just hopped on to the live stream, make sure that you are consenting to receive. If you are not following me, make sure to give me a follow so we can continue our healing journey together. If you're feeling this energy, go ahead and share some energy with me as well by liking this live stream or even sharing it with someone who you feel could use a little bit of receiving mode energy, or just really setting a specific intention for their past, their present, their future. Someone who may be a giver, someone who maybe is a people pleaser, someone who always takes care of everyone else and somehow they kind of come last. Make sure that you are sending this to them, someone that you love and care for, so that they can have some peace too. Oh my god, I love my appa. I have 2 appas here that you can see. I have appas everywhere in my room. I have an appa here, I have an Aang over here, I have an appa here, I have an appa stuffy, I have an appa magnet somewhere, I have an appa pin. Oh my gosh, I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's my favorite thing in the world. I have a collection of comic books that I have not grown in a long time, but I would love. He is the vibe. He's just so comfy. Literally, like, just so OG. Best character ever. You're an energy bender. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. Oh, that's really cool. I should, like, have some merch that says, like, energy bender or something like that. Like a sweater, whatever. They were really cute. But it would have to be, like, one of those, what do you call it? What's the name of the... I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe you guys know the word. What is it when you can, like, read it this way and read it this way? I know there's one if you can, like, read it, like, this way, like, top and then bottom, but, like, I want to wear it and then, like, read it in the mirror and, like, have you guys read it right, because it'll be, like, a mirrored version. What do they call that? Oh, I want it so bad now. You guys are making me want things. Stop it. I'm already a Taurus. I already want the whole entire world. But that'd be really cool. Like, energy bender. And we're all energy benders. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, I guess a reflection. I thought I had, like, a name. But yeah, I wanted to read this way and I wanted to read this way. Yeah, I guess maybe a mirror image. I have to figure it out. I feel like it starts with an A. And I keep thinking acronym, and acronym is not the right word. Anagram. That's what it is, right? Isn't that the word? Isn't that the word, right? No, not palindrome, but, like, I know what you mean, because palindrome is like taco cat. But, like, if you were to hold taco cat up into the mirror, I don't think it would, because the C would be not the same. Yeah, onomatopoeia. No, I know what onomatopoeia is. I think it's, am I wrong for saying it's a, okay, I'll Google it. I'll Google it. Oh, an anagram is when you make a word from another word. Ah, dang. So, well, I think I was thinking anagram, but that just means I was wrong. Like, I kept thinking it was like an A. You guys are like, this dumb bitch. Like, I know there's a word for that. But palindrome, are you sure it's palindrome? Like a mirrored palindrome, right? Maybe it's both. I know the dogs are like, bitch is this? No, an anagram is not PEMDAS. Isn't PEMDAS an acronym? Look at us not knowing anything. Ambigram is the upside down one. Okay. There we go. Something like that, but sideways. Not like upside down, but sideways. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, palindrome is the word spelled same forward and backwards. Like, I knew that. A symmetric ambigram. Yes. That's what I want. I'm gonna make that. Watch me come back next week wearing it. And you're like, how'd you get that so fast? I love that idea. All right, still taking a moment, you guys, to breathe in, breathe out. I know, teamwork, right? At least I wasn't the only one like so absurdly like off. No shade, no shade. I was off. Love it. I love how you guys were just like, we're gonna Google this. All of our marbles rolling around together up there. That's hilarious. How many humans with smartphones does it take? At least I have an excuse. My hands are busy. I cannot ask my phone anything. So I needed your guys' help. Thanks. God bless the internet, right? Thank you guys for the gifts. It's very sweet. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I got a question. Where is everyone from? Is anyone in like the Chicagoland area in Illinois at all? I have an in-person healing workshop and I still have a couple tickets left. So if there's anyone in the area, let me know, let me know. Or some of you don't mind traveling either. I have a couple people who messaged me that will be traveling. But I do have an in-person healing workshop where I literally teach you how to take healing into your own hands as well. Not necessarily with Reiki. I will be giving Reiki sessions out to the group, and for the VIPs, I'm doing individual sessions. But the whole entire workshop is designed to not only help you like just receive and like just receive the healing that I will be giving, but then I'm putting tools, like literal tools in your hands, the ones that I use in my sessions when I'm in person with my clients, but also I use the same tools even at a distance. Right now, the only tools that I'm using are my hands, but there's other tools that I use too. And I literally give you the tool and I teach you how to use it so that when you are not in a session and you're just, maybe it's late at night or maybe it's been a while since you have gotten a healing session, you're able to maintain the healing work that we've done in the workshop much longer than you would without that kind of tool or without that kind of practice. And then there's also a salt cave experience as well. So for those of you who love salt caves, I know I do. It's been so long since I've been in one, but maybe you haven't been in one before. It really does improve so much. It regulates your nervous system. It helps with your blood. It helps with your skin. Helps with your breathing. But it's gonna be an amazing experience. I love hosting workshops, and my workshops are really long too. Like it's like 3 hours, 4 hours for VIP. And then that way we have enough time to really go over everything, to share things. There's also going to be like a in-person pick-a-pile. So I'll have like 3 or 4 decks or 3 or 4 like piles ready to go. And then you guys in your head will just like pick a number and I'll just go and I'll read every single deck. And that way you guys have a little taste of everything, right? You have a little taste of Reiki, you have a little taste of Native American healing, you have a little taste of tarot, you have a little taste of Salt Cave experience. And then of course I feed you there because I love feeding everyone who comes into, I'm a Taurus, of course I'm gonna feed you, but I love feeding everybody who comes to my workshops because it's nice to have nourishment as well. So I don't know, if you know of anyone who is in the Illinois area, Chicagoland area, and they would like to come to a healing workshop, let them know I have a couple tickets left, a couple spots open, and I'll look forward to meeting them, or you, if you're able to come. For those of you who have specific Reiki intentions, where maybe you are looking to get a job, maybe you're looking for more confidence, maybe you have surgery coming up, maybe there's been something really pressing on your mind, or you're going through some relationship issues, you can submit that Reiki intention with a mini session. So you can go up to the top of my page here, click the link at the top of my page, and you're going to see mini session. You can get a mini Reiki session or a mini tarot session. And we'll do it right here, right now on the live stream. Hi, Tiana. Well, welcome back. Love to see you here. Everyone always asks me what my lip combo is, and it's the same and it's also different at the same time. It's the same because I use the same technique every single time. The colors are going to vary just honestly by like a little bit. I get the same colors all the time. I don't know off the top of my head, remember off the top of my head, what shade of a lip liner I have. Right now I only have a lip liner in clear gloss. But typically I always follow the rule of 3 when it comes to my makeup. So I will do a darker lip liner. So it doesn't even matter. Just choose a lip liner that's darker that you like on you, period. Like you're always going to be able to have really nice lips if you follow this. It doesn't even matter what color it is. A darker lip liner. And then like a lipstick shade. It could be a regular lipstick. It could be a liquid lipstick. It could be like a tint. I don't care what it is. But much lighter. Like no less than 5 shades lighter. And then I'll put a gloss on top. It could be a clear gloss, or it could even be like a lighter gloss as well. So that way it gives your lips some dimension. Right now my lips look like it's just the same color because again, I just went in with one color, but that will always give you a really nice effect. And I do that for my cheeks. I do that for my eyes. Today I actually only have technically 2 colors, but it looks like just 1. But I always like to do 3 because it gives you the most dimension. So for cheeks, it would be like a contour, blush, a little bit of highlight, something like that. But if you do that with your makeup, it's always gonna look fire. All right, we have someone who just signed up for a mini session. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at my list and see what's up. I highly advise that you stay for the mini sessions because you never know what kind of gems some messages may translate to you to. So even if we're doing a mini session for someone in specific and we're really tapping into their energy, they could be going through something that's very similar to what you're going through. And it's really awesome to be able to be a part of that experience. So I want you to send this person your love. We're going to see who is here for a mini session. Kimberly, how you been? It's been a minute. I was like, I knew I recognized that email address. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so we're doing 15-minute Reiki, and then challenges or area of concern just as intuitive. So Kimberly, if you want to kind of let me know anything else in specific, like is it your own intuition? Do you feel blocked by your intuition, or are you just trying to have me see what I see and tap into whatever it is that I tap into, generally speaking? Let me know what you are looking for and then we can get started. I'm going to take some water in the meantime. What's left of it. So we will wait till I see Kimberly's message on here. Okay, whatever comes up that you feel I need. Perfect. So Kimberly, I'm going to have you sit up nice and tall and straight. Take a moment to consent to receive out loud in your head or even in the chat. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay. First few that I'm seeing, I think it was almost kind of like they came up all at the same time, but if I were to put an order to it, I would say I definitely saw orange, then yellow, then green, so that's going to be the sacral, solar plexus, and the heart space. Let me tap in to see what's happening. I see a butterfly. To me, that's always transformation. I'm not sure if you've lost somebody, or maybe you were like remembering a time and you're kind of feeling a little bit of that grief. There's like a small wave of grief, but it's not like depression. It's just kind of one of like the happy feelings. So I wonder, because a lot of grief can hit that sacral and block that sacral. I'm feeling for you it's a little underactive. Because there is a blockage. I'm trying to figure out where that blockage actually is. I'm going to say the heart space. I feel like the heart space is in a bit of a blocked state for you, and it's really impacting the solar plexus and really impacting then that sacral. Solar plexus also being, give me a second here. I'm actually sensing that the solar plexus is like overactive. So it's like we have a blockage, it's leading to an accumulation, and then from there we have almost like less energy. But it's not all due to like grief. I feel like there's just something that you feel like you are missing, or you feel almost like without in a sense, but it's not completely like throwing you off all the way. At the same time, there's like this very beautiful energy of a becoming. So I'm not sure if you have been trying to get pregnant, or you are looking to enter just a new chapter in your life and you're just like energetically creating space and allowing yourself to be as prepared as you can be for that. But I do see some sort of new beginning. I do see some sort of like opening for you. And it feels just really special and like really sincere. So that could be a new relationship. It could be like a new job, but it's feeling a little bit more personal than just like a regular job. You could be opening yourself up to like a new soul family, like you want new relationships, so you're allowing yourself to say, okay, like what kind of friendships do I really want? I feel like the way that you're treating yourself lately has been very tender as well, which is just nice, especially if you feel like you've been kind of coming out of a hermit mode from the winter and you've been like defrosting a bit. And now it kind of feels like you're feeling a little bit more activated again. So I'm not sure if there was an experience where someone or something kind of took the wind out of your sails a little bit over the winter time, or even at the beginning of this year, and then now you're kind of feeling like you're making more peace with that. So we have an ending. We have a little bit of like a sadness mixed with like excitement for more opportunity that like you are being able to create for yourself, and almost like a sense of acceptance. So I really love that for you too, because I feel like whatever hard time you may have been going through, it's finally coming to a point where it's like feeling more comfortable internally, which is awesome. With that, I feel like there's still some energetic cleanup that could be done to help this process go on a little bit better for you. Also, I'm getting like a sense of like a best friend, like energy of a best friend, like those dynamics changing. So, or maybe they have already changed. And so maybe something happened with a best friend, like a falling out, and then you're trying to figure out how to repair that. And now it's kind of coming to a point where it's like, all right, either I've let them go and I'm making peace with that, or we're kind of back together and now it's feeling different, it's feeling new, it's feeling fresh. And I don't have as much like weight on me anymore because of that experience. But again, a lot of this too feels super personal. So if you've been going through a time where you've been like really actively healing yourself and giving yourself that tender love and care, giving yourself what you feel you have needed for self-nourishment, that has been improving your energy levels by a landslide. If though, you've been healing yourself maybe more in a mental way, and maybe just kind of doing light techniques like breath work, maybe grounding from time to time, but you haven't really taken it to the next level in terms of like getting tools to really help you. Maybe you've only ever done crystals, but you haven't expanded outside of that. For me, when it comes to energy cleansing and healing yourself, you need all 5 elements to blend and to use them in some way, shape, or form. So that's going to be earth, air, water, fire, and spirit. So if you've been using a lot of your mental capacity, that's going to be more air energy. If you've been using like breath work, also more air energy. But it feels like for you, a nice blend of all 5. I'm not even seeing like, oh, you really need a lot of fire energy right now to help you go through with whatever, or a lot of water, a lot of air. It's just like a combination of them in rotation, if you will. So I'll give you some techniques to help you with that, Kimberly, if I haven't already, because I feel like I've worked with you a couple times. So maybe you have access to some of the techniques. But yeah, that's what I have for you, generally speaking. As I do the healing, if more comes up, I'll let you know. But for now, let's go ahead and actually administer the healing for you. I'm going to see if there is any messages in the chat real quick that you may have sent as my eyes were closed, because sometimes that can happen. And if not, that's totally fine too. I'm going to go ahead and get started here with your energy. So take a moment to take your hands, rub them together, and then breathe into them 3 times for peace, harmony, and balance. And as you're doing this, really remember to, for the past, the present, and the future, I'm going to have you take your hands, once you blow into them 3 times, place them anywhere on your sacral that is comfortable for you. So sometimes it's like a downward diamond like this. If you want to, you can even kind of link your thumbs together and make almost like a portal, if you will, like a mudra. This is Shakti mudra. And then allow yourself to go ahead and place it down almost by like your ovaries or by your hips. And just give yourself that love, give yourself that peace, give yourself that attention. You said all of that resonates deeply. Been trying to find myself again. Kids had kind of took over my life for a while. Okay, got you. So it's like that sense of self, for sure. That sense of self. And then kids too, it makes sense. If you've been giving so much to your kids, a lot of that is like womb space energy, that feminine energy, that emotional energy, taking even on their emotions too, can be absorbed by the sacral. So it makes a lot of sense that there is that area. Even though there's a blockage in the heart space, I'm almost not even like too worried about that, because the sacral popped up first, which means that that is the root cause. if you will. So with that, we do have, this is a really great tool to use, which is moon water. If you haven't made moon water in a while, that's where I'm probably going to have you start with techniques, especially because there's a new moon coming soon. So you are already able to use this new moon energy. You can use the new moon energy or full moon energy 3 days before, on the day of, and 3 days after. So you have an entire week to create this moon water. And since it's a new moon, you can infuse an intention that you are looking to receive, that you're looking to intake, that you're looking to attract. So from there, talk to the moon, talk to the water, make sure it's in a glass bottle, set it out on your windowsill or keep it out overnight, and really infuse what you feel like you need. And I also like to say, take some time to talk to the moon and let the moon give its own medicine to you of what you may be needing, because you can consciously say, this is what I need, but maybe subconsciously you need something else. The moon is going to be able to help you tap into that so much more. And then from there, the next day, you can go ahead and drink it, use it in your cooking water, wash your face with it, have a bath, and pour that water in there. I typically like to drink it because I was like, knock it back, give it to me, please, and infuse. So that's what I have to say. I'm gonna have some moments here of silence for you to just sit and receive. Good. Take in 4 more deep breaths here with your hands placed at your sacral. Using your breath to exhale out through the mouth. Good. Now go ahead, take your hands again, rub them together, blow into them 3 times. Same thing, peace, harmony, balance for the past, the present, and the future. This time go ahead and place it on your solar plexus. So same mudra, just right here on the solar plexus. We're going to focus on releasing here. It seems like there's a couple things, some energies that can just see their way out gently and calmly. I feel like self-compassion is something that is like ringing in my ears right now. To give yourself a lot more self-compassion. It's like, give yourself that moment to be like, you have done a lot. Like, you are proud of yourself. Like, see the evidence of what you've been able to do for yourself, and the evidence of what you've been able to do for your kids and your family and just everything. Like, give yourself credit and give yourself compassion. If there's been things that were really hard to get through and then you got through them and you're like, okay, that's great, life's a little bit easier now. Like, no, like, give yourself more than just a moment of reward. Give yourself like a whole entire parade. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what's been really feeling like without here. And it's just been really stimulating for you, because I think that this energy has kind of translated into emotional eating. I'm getting a couple messages here. I'm almost getting like a split sense, where I feel like sometimes you might like eat emotionally, and then there's sometimes where you might like, not in a bad way, but like just kind of forget to eat like for a really long time, and then you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm actually starving. It's like you're depleting yourself. You're like, yes, 100%. So like, listen to what your body is saying. If you're hungry, eat something in that moment. Like, don't wait too long, because that will dysregulate your nervous system. And I feel like that's what's really been impacting your gut and your solar plexus, that life force energy, that will. Taking 3 more breaths here. Really tap into that sense of accomplishment. You've accomplished so much. Like, feel that in this moment. Good job on releasing. I could really, really feel that. Very good. Go ahead and give 1 more breath to this area, actually, before we move on to the heart space. Very good. Same drill. Rub your hands together. Peace, harmony, balance. The past, present, and the future. Blow into them 3 times. And now we're going to go up to the heart space. You can have your heart or your hands on your heart space just like this. And I almost don't even want you to mentally do much. Let your energy just take over. Let your spirit body take over for a moment. Your hands are going to be the pathway to access the heart. If something needs to release, it will. If something needs to be infused, it will. Just let your heart unlock naturally on its own without even having a preconceived notion of what that looks like or what that feels like, or you even having to do anything. The intention is already set. We've asked your spirit body, let it take over. You're going to stay here for 5 breaths. I'm hearing the word attention. Like, there's almost like this little kid version of you, like honestly like an 8-year-old, 7 to 8, maybe 9, but like really getting a strong 8-year-old presence. Like you, like the 8-year-old version of you, of like, I just want some damn attention. Like, so maybe there's something there where there's been some needs or some wants, some expectations, maybe just some fun having. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I'm sure that your inner child would love to give you the message themselves on that one. Maybe it's a little bit more, but they just really want like your attention. I think that, I don't even know how old your kids are or anything like that. They could be older than that age already. They could be really grown by now. I don't know. But there's like, it's not jealousy, because that's too almost strong of a word or an emotion. And at this point, you can take your hands and then just clap them together, place them on your lap, and relax your arms. But it's almost like a, ugh, like I want it too. Like, count me in. It's almost like a count me in too kind of energy. I feel like a lot of inner child stuff I'm still working on. Yeah, like honestly, inner children, like a lot of them just want attention. I mean, you know, it's a real child in there. You know what I'm saying? So give yourself that attention. You're like, they all fight 24/7. None of them get along. Jealousy is huge with all of them. Yeah. I just feel like your inner child wants to be like taken into consideration of like, oh, well, don't forget me too. And sometimes your inner child needs to be first before the kids. Sometimes it sounds bad, but it's really not. because it's not just the inner child, right? It's everything else in between that, up into who you are today, right now. And so just make sure that you're not forgetting that inner child in the process of giving to your kids, whatever that may be. And it can seem super pressing because your kids are obviously like right there and they're going to be the loudest ones. They're going to be the ones that are like, mommy, mommy, like, you know, getting your attention. Or I don't know how old they are, but you know, one call from them or one something from them could be like, oh, drop everything and go. And I think that your inner child is like, well, when are you going to drop everything and go for like us? You know what I'm saying? Like, hello, like they just want to be so included in that process. And if it's been a minute since you've been super playful, like playful for your own pure enjoyment as well, not just playful in the eyes of what your kids find entertaining and playful, that will really, really help. So with that, we're going to have you take, I'm getting 7. So we're going to have you take 7 more breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Thinking of the root for the first one, the sacral for the second, solar plexus for the third, heart space for the fourth, throat for the fifth, third eye for the sixth, and the crown for the seventh. And I want you to imagine all of those energy centers just like locking in together, like clink, like almost like a Lego set, just chink, and just allowing them to kind of fuse together. Not that they're not fused, but I want you to be able to like sense it for yourself and lock that in. Maybe you can imagine white light surrounding all of them and in between, intertwining them all, making them just feel very secure. Good. One more deep breath once you're there. And at this time, I'm going to go ahead and close out. So I would definitely suggest once you receive this email, it will get to you in about 48 to 72 hours, just because it takes a while for TikTok to process it, upload it, all those fun things. But once you do receive this video, in your email, there's also going to be other resources. I'm going to send you my moon water video to help you with the moon water making. And then if there's any other tips or techniques that I feel are necessary for you to kind of adhere to, I'll send you those too. Watch this video at least 4 more times. That could be like once at the top of the morning, once at nighttime, and the same thing the next day. Or if you want to spread it out like one time each day for 4 days, I don't mind how you do it. Twice one day and then maybe once 2 more times. I don't mind, but there's something very powerful about the number 4 right now when it comes to your healing journey, your healing process. A lot of times like 3 can be more of an emotional thing, 4 can be mental. So we really just want you to make sure that you are like locked in to a 4 for the healing. That's what I'm sensing for you. Self-compassion was something that came through. Don't want to forget that I said that. Inner child wanting to be included, accepted. You may even like start to see little hints of that around you, where maybe your kids reflect that back to you, or a friend reflects that back to you, where it's like, I just feel left out, or I just want to be included, I just desire this. And like, listen to that, because that's going to be a reminder for you to tap back in, to give yourself what it is that you may be seeking. I think the last message I have for you is that healing can be fun. I think that we all know that. Maybe we don't. If you needed to hear that, healing can be and should be a fun process, especially when it comes to the inner child. Absolutely. If healing is feeling like a chore, if it's feeling like a responsibility that is becoming a burden, if it's feeling like, ugh, I should have meditated today, or ugh, I should have did yoga today, or ugh, I should have walked in the park today, I should have grounded, I should have whatever, like allow yourself to be like, like my perception around doing something that's super helpful to me is actually a little skewed. Let me just back it up and give myself the opportunity to reframe how I'm seeing this. That'll help you in every walk of life. But when it comes to your healing journey, give it that, because I know that you're like, I've been like working on myself, I've been working, there's a lot of inner child healing, there's a lot of this that I'm noticing, and sometimes it can feel a little daunting. So remember that fun having and feeling excited for something and looking forward to something is also healing. I think that is just something so important that your spirit kind of wants to come across today. So that is what I have for you, Kimberly. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy. And if there's anything else, you just let me know. You know exactly where to find me. So yeah, got you covered. Got you covered. All right, lovies. At this point in time, I have maybe 2 more slots available, if that even. So if you are looking to receive a mini Reiki session, just like Kimberly did, or maybe you're wanting tarot instead, right here, right now on the live stream, it is first come, first serve. So make sure that you are going to the top of my page by clicking my icon and then hitting that link in my profile, should say beacons, and then scroll down until you see mini session. You can let me know what your challenges are, what your area of concern is, or if you have multiple, let me know what they all are, and then we'll tap into your energy and we will help you out. If there is something that you received from listening to Kimberly's mini Reiki session, if there's something that stood out to you, something that you're like, oh, you know what, let me think about it this way now that I kind of heard that perspective, or you know what, I'm just going through something really similar with my kids and my inner child and my healing journey, let me know what that is in the chat. And I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions of what really landed for you. I love hearing what you guys have to say in sessions. Breathing in deep in through the nose and out through the mouth. Hi, I'm on a live stream. For those of you who have just come on to the live stream, hello, hello, and welcome in. Let me know if you are a longtime follower or if you are just seeing me for the first time today. Maybe this is the first time that you've been experiencing Reiki. Maybe this is the first time that you've experienced energy healing in general, or maybe just me. If this is your first time here, go ahead and send me a star emoji. And if you've been here for a while, you already know what's up. Go ahead and send me, let's do a birthday cake emoji because it's my birthday month. We have Erin, hello. Stir, hello. Feisty one, hi. Good to see you, Kay. Hi, Mac G. Welcome, guys. Jamie, Mariev, oh, that's a beautiful name. Sean, hi. Lizard, Jolie, hello. Snorlax, so cute. Tessa, Siren of Venice, Aurora. Nice to see that you guys are here. If this is your first time here, let me know what made you stop your scroll today. I'm honored. And if you're watching on the For You page and you haven't actually entered in to the live stream, come and say hello. Come and say hello. Thank you, Mac G. Appreciate you. What made you stop your scroll today? Was it that you found a moment of peace? Was it that you were just curious? Hi, Ellie. Did you just feel cold? Thank you. Good to see you all. Now that you're here, are there any questions that you guys have? I always like to kind of finish off some live streams with a little Q&A. So are there any questions that you have about healing? Maybe if you're in the Chicagoland area, do you have any questions about an in-person session? Hi, Bianca. If you are in the Chicagoland area, missed it too. I do have a healing workshop on June 7th. So if you're from around here, come and join the fun for the healing workshop. I have 3 more early bird tickets left. So that basically gives you half off of the healing workshop price. So if you or anyone you know is in the Chicagoland area and they love to heal, or you are just interested in coming along, then make sure that you are letting me know. You can DM me workshop, or you can go ahead and find your ticket at the top of my page. Ah, Feisty one, yeah. I know if you guys are not in the Chicagoland area and you've only ever experienced Reiki, like maybe through a live stream or maybe just like videos, but it wasn't intentionally sent to you, you have options. Reiki can be sent at a distance, as you already know. And so the first option would be, if you're interested, you can always get a mini Reiki session right here, right now on this live stream before I leave today. That way we can tap into your own individual energy, and the same exact Reiki that you would receive in person is the same exact Reiki that you will receive in a session, but at least it's just your own energy. It's going specifically to you. That's what makes the world of a difference. That way we can fine tune the experience to what your needs are. If you're like, well, I do want a Reiki distance healing session, I do want you to tap into my energy, but I don't want it to be mini, like I want a full session, I offer online sessions as well. I highly suggest, for any first timer, honestly, a 90-minute session because a lot of the times I feel like I can kind of get down to the nitty-gritty in a 90-minute session. Like if it's been a long time since you've had a session or you've never had a session before, 90 minutes I think is the perfect amount of time so that we can like assess everything that we need to and really start to, you know, iron out some of those things that maybe need to be released or maybe need to be infused. And then it gives you like a quality amount of time to really relax and sink into that experience. In my online sessions as well, I also do tarot readings. So you heal and then you also get some feedback, some clarity from the universe, from spirit, to help you with whatever it is that you're going through. So even if you've been following me for a long time, or maybe it's your first time here and you're like, I feel really drawn, I feel safe, I feel like I want to move forward and kind of see what's going on with my energy, and you want to learn, then I would highly suggest, if you're not from the Chicagoland area, if you're not from near here, then get an online session, whether it's a mini or a full one. If you are near here, I highly suggest in person. I love meeting you from everywhere. There's so many people who have driven like 3 hours or more to come visit, and I'm always so grateful because that means that you trust me. You know what I'm saying? And there's no better feeling than to be in a session with someone who you really, really trust, because then you're going to be the most relaxed and the most receptive. So with that, if you guys have any questions, you just let me know. I'm here to answer anything that you guys may have. I'm a Taurus. Okay, so feisty when you're like, I've never had one just for me. So think about it. If it resonates with you, you absolutely have the opportunity to do so. I love that, because whenever you're getting something that's general, just kind of like a general tarot reading too, sometimes it's really fun to go on YouTube and get like a pick a pile video for tarot, get some clarity, but then sometimes you're kind of second guessing it a little bit, like, is this really for me? Like, it kind of seems like it, but maybe, you know, like you just want that specificity and you want that attention that you know it's you, you know, like that attention, but also like the inner assurance that you're like, this is for me, this is really hitting, it's really resonating. That's what I find is the difference between something that's more generalized, like a one size fits all, rather, or opposed to, than like an actual in-depth, this is just for me. I get to feel safe and secure knowing that whatever information I receive is not for anybody else. It's really specific. So if you're interested, yeah, make sure that you're signing up for a session, because I always feel that if you're called to something or to someone, it is for a reason. And I don't say that, you know, as like a cliche sort of thing, but I really do mean it. And in this day and age, a lot of us don't know how to heal our own energy. A lot of us don't know how to tap into our intuition. A lot of us don't know how to, you know, like navigate certain things in life. And a lot of it would be so much easier if you did know how to take that healing into your own hands, or you just had like someone else kind of help you take the weight off your shoulders, where you could then like breathe and be like, okay, now I'm ready to take on my next chapter, my next step, whatever it is that I'm moving towards. And it allows you to feel like, honestly, secure. I think a lot, I want to say the word secure, because when I tap into the collective, a lot of energy is just like insecure. And not just like insecure, I look bad, you know, like insecure as in like, I don't know where to rest, I don't know where to relax, I don't know where to feel safe, I don't know what to trust, I don't know, right? And it can make it hard to move forward, it can make it hard to make decisions, it can make it hard to make commitments to certain things, and then you're left like wishy-washy, and you're like, damn, my life hasn't changed in like 6 months, a year, or 2 years, and I don't know why, but I do know why, but I don't know why. And it's just a lot of confusion. So to have something that's specifically in tune for you gives you that sense of security, and that is what I can help you with. So let me see. Hello everyone. Beautiful. Let me see. 10 a.m. in New Zealand, but I guess it's time to sleep. Irene, hello, welcome. I love your guys' comments. All right, give me a second here to check my list one more time. If there's no one else who is wanting a session right here, right now, in the next few minutes, I'll go ahead and close this out. But it does look like I have someone who just signed up. We have Gina. Hi, Gina. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. If there is anyone else who wants to go after Gina, please make sure that you're signing up during the time of her session. That way I know that you're next and I can get it popping, get it moving. But if you're gonna wait until I'm done with Gina's, it might take a while for the video to get to you, but that's not a problem. Even if you're like, well, I wanna try out Reiki, I wanna try out tarot, but I just don't want it to be on the live stream. Can I do my mini session privately? Absolutely. Just let me know that in the notes when you sign up for your session, and you're just going to be sent the video in your email. So that'll work out for you. So we have Gina here. Let me know if you're still here with us, Gina. We have for you the area of concern. Let me see first. You're getting a Reiki. Perfect. Area of concern is healing from separation, divorce, solo parenting, self-esteem, self-love, abandonment wound. He is very narcissistic and emotionally abusive. Okay. All right, let's dig in here. Let us dig in here. Sorry, I'm just taking a look real quick. One moment. Making sure my technology is working. Okay. I got you covered. So Gina, let me see if you're still here. Oh, there you are. MacG. I see you. I see you. Okay, so healing from separation, divorce, solo parenting, self-esteem. Okay, so we got a lot going on. Thanks for trusting me with your energy today. I'm going to have you consent out loud in your head or even in the chat, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Okay, first things first that I'm seeing is a lot of overstimulated energy in the third eye specifically, but also the crown. And it's just kind of like impacting you. It's almost like kind of going down. That also to me indicates a lot of weight, like a lot of mental weight, where it's kind of impacting everything. So you might find yourself a lot of the time kind of hunching over more than usual. You may find yourself crossing your arms in front of your heart space more than usual. Maybe your tummy is starting to hurt like randomly, and you're like, ugh, like you just kind of always feel a little bit hunched. And that is the body's natural response to one, having too much pressure on your shoulders, metaphorically and physically, but wanting to protect. Whenever we have this concaved position, it's almost like we're trying to cover something, protect something. So it seems like you are really in need of and wanting a lot of protection. So I wonder, and we can talk about this right here, we could talk about this in the email, but I wonder what you have been doing to cope with all of this, because obviously you have a lot that could be draining you. You have a lot that could be like projected onto you as well. And it's almost like whenever you have someone in your life who has been abusive, especially like narcissistic abuse, they love to confuse you. They love to put their ideologies and their projections onto you, and it confuses you because you like kind of stop trusting the intuition. And that's where I'm sensing a lot of like clouded energy right now, and it's almost like overstimulated. It's like, do I believe this? Do I believe that? What do I believe? Like, what do I do based off of what I believe? And it's hard for you to make a solid decision. It's hard for you to make a solid commitment. You said therapy, that's about it. I'm kind of in survival mode right now, and that's exactly how I feel. Okay, so we're definitely going to help you out with this. And then of course in the email that you will receive, it's going to take about 48 to 72 hours to get to you, but once it does, I'm going to have some things in there to help you out so that you know how to take that healing into your own hands, and you can use it in addition to the therapy that you're already doing. Therapy is great. We love it. It's a great opportunity for you to be able to vocalize certain things that maybe you haven't been able to vocalize before. And they can help you understand certain patterns and ways in which maybe the abuse has kind of taken over, and potentially, hopefully, give you a little bit more of that sense of inner authority for yourself, which is awesome. However, with therapy, sometimes that can still be a little bit more of a mental process. And sometimes it's hard for you, not you specifically, but anyone, sometimes it's hard for people to mentally like get out of what's happening mentally. Sometimes you really just need to get in your body. And so that's why I'm here. That's why I'm going to help you with that. So with that, we're definitely going to focus a lot of this healing energy right where I'm sensing the heaviest imbalances. So definitely a lot on the third eye, definitely a lot on the crown, some on the throat, because like even speaking to you right now, I can kind of feel like a bit of a blockage, like something's kind of want to like, you know, and that could be all of the times where you felt like you were speaking up for yourself and then you were shut down or silenced, or maybe you just didn't really feel like you could. Maybe you felt misunderstood. And so now it's just kind of like a, like again, like a protective, like I'm just gonna like take a couple steps back because what I have to say may not be well received, right? That could also be a mode, that survival mode of protection for you. So that's what I'm really sensing. I know that when it comes to this kind of like abuse and like the abandonment issues and like all the wounds that you may be feeling, I know, like, trust me, I know this. I've been through it. And that's how I can speak on it so clearly. But I know it's impacting all of the energy centers. So let's just, you know, make sure that we're recognizing that. I'm going to focus on those 3 for right now. And then I'm going to touch on the rest a little bit with the time that we have, because we only have about 15 minutes or so. But then I really want you to make sure that you're rewatching this video. And then in the future, we'll see what next steps can happen should you feel like you resonate with the healing energy. Because I would love to do, like, let's say if you did 2 mini sessions, not today, we'll focus on 1 today. But let's say we did the top 3 today, that was the major focus. Let's say in a couple days, a couple weeks, you want to focus on like the lower 3, lower 4, I got you. I would love the opportunity to do that. If you decide that you want a full session after this mini, totally fine. We're going to take it little by little, but let's just focus on what we have going on today. And then from there, once you get the email, you'll have some tools and practices to take the healing into your own hands so you can work on all of them. That's the goal. I want you to make sure that you're working on all of them. And if you need my support further in the future, we'll get you squared away. Okay? So with that, I'm going to have you take a deep breath in. If you can, I don't know where you are right now, if you can, plant your feet firmly on the ground so that you feel that support underneath you. We're going to get super locked in and loaded into your physical body here. Your physical body is in a lot of need because I'm sure it's been trying to tell you so many things. And oftentimes when we're in survival mode, we neglect the physical body because we're so preoccupied with what's going on here, right? So we're going to have you plant your feet on the ground nice and firm. We're going to have you sit up nice and tall and straight, taking your shoulders, rolling them up, back, and down so that they're sitting nicely in their socket. You're going to take a deep breath into the nose. Let that hit your diaphragm. Let that hit your belly, and exhale. Good. And keep doing that. Keep breathing into the nose and out through the mouth. I want you to just relax. Take your palms, plant them upright. I'm not even going to have you do any mudras or anything. I'm just going to have you plant your palms upright, being that receiving mode. Okay? Keep breathing deep, focusing in right now on the crown and the third eye. We're just going to help give some clarity. So a lot of these pulling motions, and I feel like you're new to me, so I'm kind of going a little bit more in depth. I don't typically explain what I do with my hand motions, but I want you to have a sense of understanding of what's going on if this is your first Reiki session, or at least the first time with me. We're going to help give a little bit more clarity to your mind, okay? To your perception. We're going to have you really like hone back in to what you believe, not what anyone else believes, not what they've projected onto you, but what you believe, what you see, what you know, what you observe. This is going to help regain that self-trust that could have been really heavily impacted by other people's abuse. Really just breathe here, and when you are exhaling, really exhale through your mouth, like let it out. Don't be shy. I don't know where you are right now. If you have to be quiet, I get it, but just at least go, right? I want you to hear it. Let it go as much as you can. Just relax. You don't have to do much here. One of the elements that is calling out to you the most at this time is fire and earth, but fire for right now to help kind of burn away a lot of that negativity that could be around you. This will help you to fortify your energetic field. Once your energetic field is cleared, it becomes stronger and it expands outside of you like a shield. If we don't keep our energy field clear, we're not being consistent with our healing practices or cleansing practices, it'll start to shrink and get smaller. And what can happen is that we have energy leaks It's really easy for people to drain us at that point. It's really easy for anything to drain us at that point. So we want to strengthen that energy field so you no longer feel like you have to like do so many things to like protect yourself, if that makes sense. It'll just naturally be a byproduct of your energy. Very good. Yeah, take your shoulders again, roll them a couple times forward, roll them a couple times backwards. I just want you to get into like the habit of like letting this energy really move through you so it's not pent up anywhere. If you even want to, you can take your head, do a couple head rolls one way, do a couple head rolls the other. Really just let this energy fall down into your being. You're doing a really good job. We're going to give a break to your crown and your third eye for just a moment. We're going to move it down into the throat. Still with the same breaths, letting those sighs out. And when you're breathing in, breathe into those areas. Breathe into the throat, exhale from the throat. Breathe into the third eye, exhale from the third eye. I know it sounds silly. Even my mentor is like, what does it mean to breathe into your third eye? But I believe it works, so I still say it. Tapping into that energy of peace, harmony, balance, of calm. I sense like heavy irritation. And so that energy of calm is super important to just be like, you know what? Even if this is the only 15 minutes of peace and calm I get today, I will take every minute, I'll take every second, and I'm gonna soak it up. That's all you need to do. All you need to do. Very good job. If you're getting a little lightheaded, that is totally normal. Keep relaxing. If you find yourself clenching any area of your body, bring awareness. Relax it again. If you're feeling emotional, let it out. It wants to come out. Emotion is just energy in motion. It is meant to be observed, be seen, be heard, be felt, and then move through you. Okay. Okay. Now is where I'm actually going to have you take your hands, rub them together, get that friction, get that energy going. Blow into them 3 times. Peace, harmony, and balance. Place them on your heart space, okay? And give yourself your own sense of love. And let that energy radiate throughout your entire being. Highlighting the 7 points of energy. Root at the base of your spine. Sacral, right below your navel. Solar plexus, which is your tummy area. Your heart space, where your hands are placed now. Your throat, in the middle of your neck. Third eye, in the middle of your forehead. And crown, top of your head to 6 inches above. We're going to let that heart space radiate that beautiful energy, that beautiful power, that beautiful love into every one of those 7 points and then beyond. I'm getting a message. At any point in time, you can always decide that you deserve better. I'm just going to let that be the message without interpreting it anymore. Good. Go ahead and take in 5 more deep breaths. You can take your hands, remove them from your heart space, and just kind of clap them together, ending that energetic exchange. Breathing in 5 more times. Good job. Good. All right, my dear, I'm going to go ahead and close you out at this time. I would definitely say that this was a pretty strong healing session for you today. So if this was your first one, or if it's been a while since you've had one and you're feeling a little lightheaded, that's perfectly normal, perfectly fine. I would say make sure that you have something in your stomach. So grab a snack if it's been a minute since you've eaten. Drink a lot of water. Like if you have a minute to like down a whole bottle of water right now, like down a whole bottle of water. That way we can just promote that healing energy. One, the stomach can feel just a little bit more like settled. And then 2, the water is going to help with the flow of energy. You're like, first one, I feel so calm, almost sleepy. I loved it so much. Good. I'm very happy for that. Make sure that you are doing that process of the eating, of the drinking, whatever it is that you eat today. Please make sure it's extra nourishing for you and something a little bit lighter, unless intuitively you're thinking of like, I just really need a steak right now. If that's what your body needs, that's what your body needs. If not, then try to keep whatever it is that you're eating very nutritious. So make sure that you have your fruits, make sure that you have your veggies, make sure nothing's too processed or too sugary, even too salty. Do your best. I know everyone's a little different. Do your best to limit the caffeine today. I don't know what time it is over by you, but the more nutritious foods, it's going to be easier for this healing energy to be received by you. And I say that because I can feel like a dense energy of all the projections and all the energy. And if it's your first time, it makes sense. Like imagine not showering for 20 plus years. You're going to have some layers of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Same thing happens with energy healing too. Be on the lookout for that email. I'm going to try to get it to you faster. However, I know myself and I know the process that this takes. Sometimes it takes about 48 to 72 hours. If I can get it to you sooner than that, I will. But this energy is still going to last within your system for about 10 days. So you're going to be fine, and just allow yourself to take it easy and don't overdo your part for the next couple days, next week or so, okay? So thank you so much for trusting me, allowing me to tap into your energy, and be on the lookout for that email because I will talk to you very soon. We did get 2 more sign-ups today, so let me go ahead, tap into those energies. Somebody opened my door, my dog got in here, so I'm gonna let them escape. Come here, baby. Go. And they can go ahead and hang out with the other pups. I'm gonna go ahead and read off who I have here on my list, and we can keep going here. So we have Jovi. Hi, Jovi. Jovi, I feel like I've worked with you before. Tell me if I'm right. I feel like I always remember who I've worked with, and if I haven't, maybe then I've just seen like your username, but I feel like we've worked together. So let me know if it's your first time with me or not. And then Feisty One, I see you here. Marlena, you're gonna be afterwards, okay? So thank you so much for your patience. I never like to rush these sessions. So thank you for sticking around. If for any reason, Jovi or Marlena, you need to hop off the live stream, that is still fine. That is okay. I'm still going to do your session. It's just going to be sent on your email, okay? Or in your email. So make sure that you're on the lookout for that. Yeah, Jovi, I know we've worked together before. Awesome. Okay, so let me go ahead, tap in real quick. We're doing Reiki today. And then lack of confidence in myself. Okay. If there's anything else you feel like you need to share, please go ahead and feel free to do so. If not, we'll just kind of take it from there. So So lack of confidence in myself. I'm going to have you consent out loud in your head or even in the chat. Let me grab some water. I'm going to have you plant your feet firmly on the ground, allowing yourself to straighten up your posture. You know the drill. Breathing in deep, taking one nice, big, juicy breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, I'm definitely sensing something going on in the root, like in almost the in-between space of the root and the sacral. I'm sensing that the moon is really impacting you right now. So let me know. I know the moon impacts everyone, but I feel like whether it's lately or if it's been always, the changes of the moon have really been like impacting you like beyond what's like normal. And if that's the case, understood. You said very much lately. If you have not been making moon water, I always like to remind my clients, make the moon water. The moon water is really helpful. I even have a client that gets so impacted by the changes of the moon where they're like texting me like, SOS, I need an emergency session. And I'm like, let me check the moon. And it's always, you know, around that time. And then I always say my clients who are like that to create the moon water so that the time of that moon is easier on you. Because if you can, you know, program that water to do anything and to help you and to give you that medicine that you're needing, why not just make it a gentler experience? It doesn't always have to be you're manifesting money, you're manifesting love. It could literally just be I'm manifesting peace and calm in the state of the moon. I manifest gentleness, right? So get creative with the moon water when you're using that. If you have any Florida water or any sort of spiritual waters and spiritual colognes at home, make sure that you're using them. That could really help. Also, I'm getting I have it in here. Let me grab it. Kananga water. I'll actually even put this on my hands right now as I'm doing your session for you, just to even add on to the essence. But Kananga water is super helpful to almost bring like that positivity, that joy. Like this orange color and this orange energy is really great for creativity, but inspiration, spontaneity, allowing yourself to really just feel the energy of like the joy and the happiness and the bliss and like fast moving energy to get like inspired again, but also just like to remind yourself almost that like excitement and joy and positivity are easily accessible. So yeah, I'm gonna put some of that on my hands right now for you. If you wind up ever getting spiritual waters, make sure you get some Kananga water. This is not just for you specifically, Jovi. Anyone else who's here, any of our friends watching us right now, they have that option too. It is derived from the ylang ylang flower, so if you're allergic, we can switch up what water you are having. That's very good. Not to drink, obviously, but just to use maybe at an altar, maybe to use on your hands, on your body, spray it on, whatever you may need. But for you, I'm really going to focus in on those two energies, because with the root honestly feeling a bit blocked and the sacral feeling very underactive because of that, I know that naturally that's going to lead to the feelings of like a lack of confidence. Typically, when we think of confidence, we think of confidence only as like the solar plexus, but it's like what's happening that is creating that. So I don't think that whatever imbalance is happening within you is stemming from, or is the root cause, you know, because of the solar plexus. It's because of the actual root. So any feelings of a lack of safety or a lack of security that you've been feeling, get on it. I feel like for you, it's actually things that you are a lot more in control of than you think. So I'm gonna be serious with you for a second. If you have been avoiding anything financially, stop avoiding it. Point blank period. If you've been avoiding anything health-wise, stop avoiding it. Like literally whatever it is that you've been avoiding that has to do with your health, your home, your car, your appliances, like very physical things. If you've been ignoring them or avoiding them or like, okay, I'll wait until this time. No, that is one of the biggest blockages of you getting in your own way. and it's making you feel insecure, and that can then lead to it manifesting in other areas of your life. So even if you have a lack of confidence in your relationship, or a lack of confidence in your workplace, it's still like coming from something that you are doing like alone or by yourself. It's not necessarily like, oh, this person, you know, yelled at me and then made me feel bad and now I have a lack of confidence. It's not like that. It's because you're avoiding certain things. That, and of course, perhaps a lack of grounding. I'm not sure how often you're able to get into nature, but if it's been a long time since you had skin to earth contact, it's definitely time to make sure that you're doing so. That is like the one true way to unblock the root. And I think that some time in Mother Earth, some time in Mother Nature, some time maybe even spent in the rain, can really, really help. So if you're taking a walk in the park, take your shoes off, take your socks off, skin to earth contact. I know that you've been a follower for a while, so all of this probably sounds familiar, but it's really important. I think that we kind of take the earth for granted a little bit, and we go to other things like, oh, I'm not feeling great, let me grab a crystal, or oh, I'm not feeling great, let me just like put on a YouTube meditation. But it's like, get out of the technology and get out into the world and have those conversations with Mother Earth. She will tell you a lot. She will show you the way. Also, typically, whenever my clients are going through a lack of self-trust, I said the answer right there. Whenever they're going through a lack of confidence, it's usually because of a lack of self-trust. The more self-trust you have, the more confident you are. Confidence is not always something that just happens, where you were born with it or you wake up with it and then you're like, yay, I'm confident, and like, let's see how long this lasts today. It's usually because you've been able to do something that makes you feel confident. And so if you haven't been yourself, your true self, your natural self, if you haven't been really embodying like the version of you that you know is in there, maybe you're too drained, maybe you're too tired, all these things, but like, if you haven't been keeping up with your own self-expression, and if you haven't been keeping your promises that you're making to yourself, that is going to heavily impact your confidence. Because breaking that trust little by little, and it could be so small, it could be you saying, oh, okay, I'm really hungry right now, I'm working, in an hour I'm gonna go get some lunch. Hour passes, oh, I can wait another 30 minutes. 30 minutes pass, oh, I can wait another 30 minutes. Then you're waiting all day, and then you go home and you're starved. That is you breaking a promise to yourself. So be mindful of when you are giving yourself those promises and what you're promising, and fulfill it. You can have all the intentions in the world, but if you're not following through, that is breaking that trust, and it will lead to a lack of confidence. So for you, I know I'm talking a lot, but there was a lot of like mentorship that I think needed to happen in your session in particular. At this time, I'll go ahead and let you enjoy, and I will take a moment to be quiet. Very good. I'm going to have you take in 5 more deep breaths into the nose, deep down to the belly. Couple more messages for you, Jovi. I'm really hearing, I felt it more as an energy, so I'm going to try and do my best to put it into words. I guess the closest I can get to is like, stop being like so annoyed with yourself, almost to a sense. I'm gonna also have a moment here to close you out, and then I'm gonna yap for just a second. It's almost like whenever you need something, like you know that you need something, your body's telling you, your nervous system's telling you, your emotions are telling you, something's telling you. You have a way of like misconstruing that, and it's not you, it's most likely your upbringing and how, you know, your parental guardians were treating you and how they responded to you in your times of need. It's almost like they may have been frustrated or annoyed with you for like bringing up a like genuine need or desire, and it was almost like you kind of felt like swatted away quite a bit. Maybe you come from a family of many siblings, and so other siblings maybe got priority, or maybe there was other pressing issues, and so like what you needed or wanted like was often overlooked, or at least that's how it felt to you. And so you do that with yourself. So I'm sensing that it's like, oh, like we need to do this for myself, or I need to do that for myself, and it's like, ugh, why do you gotta like, ugh. It's like I always feel like you're just doing this to your needs and your desires. Not every single one of them, but with like the basic like small things. Or if you feel like you're being needy, you're like, why am I being so needy? It's like, you're not being needy, you just are in need of something. Like you just need to receive that support, you just need to receive that attention, you just need, you know, to have that moment to yourself, you just need to and it's almost like there's a deep rooted subconscious belief that you need too much, or that you can't have something, or that you take up too much space or time or energy or focus, and it's just not true. So gentle parent yourself, give yourself the time, the energy, and attention that you need. And if there's something that your body is saying that you need, just say, okay, I'll tend to it. And maybe write it down if you need to remember or something, but just say, okay, I'll tend to it. Like, thank you, body, for letting me know I'm hungry. Thank you, body, for letting me know I need to go to the bathroom. Thank you, body, for letting me know I'm sick. Thank you, body, for reminding me that I needed to get this done. It's like, give yourself that kind of affirmation of, it is important to speak up for yourself. But not even just for other people, like it's for you. It's like you're almost constantly having this conversation with yourself. And because it's like it's being swatted away like a little fly or like a little gnat, that I can also see is like getting twisted up in your self-perception and therefore your self-confidence. So let me know if that makes sense, because I could break it down in another way, but that's kind of what I'm sensing for you. Don't neglect yourself, even if it's a little thing, even if it's a little want, a little need, a little desire. Like, don't just automatically write yourself off in any way, is what I'm hearing for you. So for that, Jovi, that is all that I have for you at this time. I'm going to go ahead and send you, of course, that email within 48 to 72 hours. And that will also have the information about moon water, if you don't know how to make some moon water. That will also have other information for you to take healing into your own hands. But that's what I have to say. If there's more that you want to talk about offline, you just let me know. We can go and just talk about it through email instead. But just a little bit of repetition in like a self-soothing, and acknowledging what those needs really are, and stop being avoidant of the things that you know that you need to do and that you've been telling yourself that you need to do, because that avoidant energy is creating a lot of discourse energetically, and that is like impacting what you're seeing externally. So you may think like, oh, well, all these things are happening to me. And of course, it's like, you know, we know that a lot of things are happening for us, but what's really going on is that there's a reflection here and you're not seeing it 100% clearly. The universe is just reflecting back to you what's going on internally. And we don't have to judge ourselves for it. We don't have to blame ourselves for it. We're not at fault for it. It's just something that's kind of happening, and we just have to see it as that reflection and not take it personally and not get defensive and just say, oh, okay, the universe is just trying to help me see a blind spot. I don't have to read into it more than that. Let me just take care of it. It's just trying to remind me of something. I think that perception or that perspective switch can really help. So that's what I have for you, Jovi. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy today, and I will hear from you soon. So we have Marlena. Let me know if you're still here. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you, thank you. I have like this one hair. I'm trying to see where it's at, but it's not helping, but it's okay. And if I don't get it, I'll probably eat it. All right, Marlena, so we have you as the last Reiki session for today. You said, I need to shut out my inner child. She needs to heal, but she is also weighing me down. Okay, so we're going to clear that up for you, my love, because that way of perceiving what's going on, excuse me here, finally found the hair. That way of perceiving what's going on is part of the imbalance that you're experiencing. So let's pretend for a moment that your inner child is someone outside of you. So imagine a 5-year-old version of you that's right there with you, almost like a shadow, like when you walk and you see a little shadow right there. Imagine that 5-year-old version of you right there. And imagine turning to them and saying, I need to shut you out because you are holding me the fuck back, right? But in reality, it's just a shadow. It holds no weight. It's not a ball and chain. You can still move freely, right? Because they are of you. So if you are telling a version of yourself that you need to shut it out, you're saying it's not needed. You're saying it has no value. Now, I know that you said she needs to heal, but you guys are the same. So in essence, what I'm hearing from this is you are denying yourself healing because it weighs so much, but it weighs so much because you are denying the healing. So it's just like that vicious cycle, right? So what we're going to do is just reframe just for a little bit here how we are seeing and speaking to that inner child. And that alone will help so much. Just a perspective switch. Right now, the perspective is, I need to shut you out, right? That to me, in the way that I'm perceiving that, is you have a paper cut, and maybe the paper cut could really, really hurt, right? Like it could really, really hurt. And like every single time you're making lemonade out of life, it stings real bad. It's like every time I have something to look forward to, something bad happens, right? It's like that good old-fashioned pattern. You can have one of those little paper cuts hurt you so bad, and you're looking at that like, you know what? I'm gonna chop off my pinky because I don't even need that pain. But doesn't that hurt more? Don't you need that pinky still? Right? So that's where I'm perceiving this, and that's how I'm reading it. And you're like, I fight with her constantly. And that's the thing. Like, all the words that you're saying leads to you deeply knowing and understanding that this is a relationship at the end of the day. So instead of fighting, because guess what? This is okay. You know what? Let me access it this way. The more that you fight with your inner child, the longer it's going to take you to find the peace that you're looking for. Okay? The more that you fight with your inner child, the more that you neglect them, the more that you're like bickering this, that, and the other thing, it's going to create a bigger and bigger and bigger chasm. So Do you want to subscribe to another 20 plus years of fighting and bickering with someone who is never going to leave your side? Or will you subscribe to the notion of, if I invite you into my world, will we do this together? And your inner child is always going to say yes. Because the thing is, that's what you said. You said, I fight with her constantly. She is not fighting with you. You're fighting with her. So imagine getting into it with a 5-year-old. Right? And they're defenseless. They can't do anything. The only thing that they can do is make it harder for you to move on, right? I say this all the time with my clients. Your inner child has the recipe. They have the codes. They have the juice. They have everything that you need to move to that next level in a way that's fun, entertaining, inspirational, creative, exciting, goofy, silly, wild, resilient. Kids are resilient. You can watch a kid on the playground fall from the top of, not even go down the slide, but fall from the top of the slide, cry a little bit, dust themselves off, and want to go right back up on top. They're resilient. You need that resilience from your inner child. You need that silliness from your inner child. You need that goofiness from your inner child, because without that, life is going to seem like it's weighed down. But that's just because you're not allowing the fun one to participate, right? You're like, yes, because she wants and needs things that I do not want to deal with or live with. She is too gullible. So we have a lot of impressions of the self that I know that within these 15 minutes, we won't be able to unpack all of it. But I will suggest that you start to see her a little bit differently every single day. That is going to be the little medicine that I give for you, a little tip that I give for you. If you decide that you are willing to open your heart up enough to gentle parent that inner child for literally the next 21 days straight, if you can make that decision, you are going to notice the biggest impact in your life. Why 21? 21 days makes a habit. Once you have that habit, it starts to just become who you are a little bit more, a little easier. So if you can commit to yourself for just a little bit every single day to gentle parent yourself and say 1 or 2 nice things to that inner child, that's going to go so far. Because I promise you, the reason why you came here, you're finding me for the first time right now, maybe you never had a Reiki session before, I think is what you said, and now you're feeling inspired to get a Reiki session, there's something inside of you that knows you want to heal. We're not wrong in that. But the thoughts and the perceptions that you have are holding you back from accessing that healed state. And so again, it's a lot of work to do in, the small amount of time that we have right now. But I would say if you really like what we're doing here and you feel like, okay, maybe I can just, I spent the last lifetime denying her, maybe I can for the next 21 days be a little bit nicer to her. And genuinely so, just to try it out for right? Just try it out, right? It's not gonna hurt. Try it out. See how different your life can be. I think that we can start moving in the right step. But if you're gonna fight yourself every step of the way, and this is where I want you to really listen, you are making the conscious decision with all the wisdom and expertise that you have in this now moment. I don't know how, what your age is, but this whole lifetime, you've learned so much. You've experienced so much. You are the wisest right now that you've ever been in your whole entire life. If you're going to sit there and tell yourself, well, I'm not going to make the decision to just allow myself to feel better, then nothing's going to change. Do you have it in you to spend the next however many years of your life feeling the same way? That's your decision to make. I can't make that for you, but I can help you once you make that decision in one way or another. But it's up to you to decide. So I'm gonna let you sit with that. You're gonna have that to listen back to. when you get that email, but I want to start the actual healing for you, and we'll see what comes through there. And I'm going to give you this task, knowing how challenging it's been for you to find common ground with that inner child. I'm going to give you the task right now to talk to them and give them some love. So drop the beef that you got. Drop the she's too gullible this, she's too needy that, she weighs me down so much here, good for nothing. Because to be honest, those aren't your words. Somebody told that to you. I don't know if it was your mama, I don't know if it was your sister, I don't know if it was your dad, I don't know if it was a past relationship, a lover. I don't care who it was, but I know that wasn't you. I know, because I've been through this work. I've been through it with myself, and I've been through it with all my clients. I know those aren't your words. So give yourself an opportunity to find your own true words and give them to yourself in this moment. So what I'm going to have you do is you're going to breathe in, you're going to breathe out, you're going to welcome that inner child into your experience. You're going to hold her hand. You're going to say, we're going to heal right now together. If you feel like having a conversation with them, have a conversation with them. If you don't, and you just want to sit there holding her hand, sit there holding her hand. That's fine. But that's what I want. I just want you to integrate a little bit. I want you to extend that olive branch and then invite her into this experience and say, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to talk mean to you. I'm not going to talk down to you. I'm not going to give you a side eye. I'm just going to let you be in this experience with me as we're going to relax together. That's all. No words need to be said. Okay? So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in through the nose, and deep down into the belly, out the belly, out the mouth. Keep breathing in through the nose, deep down to the belly, from the belly out through the mouth. Start to sit up a little bit taller, rolling those shoulders back. Good. Take your hands, rub them together. Think of the words forgiveness. Think of the words peace, harmony, and balance for the past, the present, and the future. Blow into your hands 3 times with this intention. Place your hands on your heart space with this beautiful energy. And keep your hands here. Remember forgiveness, peace, harmony, and balance. Repeat those words to yourself out loud or in your head. Forgiveness, peace, harmony, and balance. Take 5 breaths here in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Good. After those 5 breaths, go ahead and take your hands, clap them together, place them back on your lap, palms facing up. 3 more breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good job, Marlena. Very proud of you. One more deep breath to close you out. Okay, so Marlena, we got some work to do, girl. We got some work to do, but it's your decision. First, you make a decision, then you commit, then you find your resolve, okay? Then you find your solution. That's when things actually start to flow. For you, 21 days. Give yourself 21 days, you know? Give yourself 21 days. Every single day for 21 days, I'm gonna give you the exact thing that I think will help you. Not even that I think will help you, I know will help you. 21 days. It's a technique called Ho'oponopono, something that changed my life, something that changes a lot of my clients' life. And what I want you, of course, I got you covered. What I want you to do is say 4 different phrases to your inner child every single day for the next 21 days. Then from there, if you still gentle parent yourself, gentle parent them. So try not to talk mean, try to talk nice. But Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian self-forgiveness technique that can be used for other people. It could be used for yourself. I want you to use it for yourself. The phrases, and I'm going to give this to you in your email as well, but the phrases are, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. When you do this technique, I want you to look into the mirror and look dead into your eyes and talk to that version of you who is your inner child. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, for the next 21 days. Tap into that energy. And I want you to say those 4 phrases over and over and over and over and over again until you feel something shift. If you have to stand in front of that mirror for 10, 12 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, grab a chair until you start to feel something shift. Okay? I don't want you to be like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, you know, if it starts that way, it starts that way. We gotta start somewhere. I'm not going to clock the way that you decide to do that for yourself. But if it starts with, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Okay, thank you, I love you. And you're like, okay, I'm done, I did it. No, you didn't. Don't cheat yourself the opportunity to heal in this lifetime, my love. Say it over and over and over and over and over again until you start to feel something shift. And when you do, say it one last time as a sense of like completion, and then move on, take care of yourself the rest of the day. Next day, do it again. This can be done at any time of the day, but if you have a lot of things to do in your day where you maybe have kids, you have work, things like that, and this can get emotional, then do this right before you go to sleep. So when you're brushing your teeth, you wash your face, boom, you're already in front of the mirror. You ain't got to do anything else. Say that until you're done saying it, and then go to bed. Okay? That's the advice that I have to give for you right now. And then email me. I'm going to check up on you. I'm going to be emailing you in like the 4th day and be like, how's it going? And I want you to respond and let me know honestly how it's going. Okay? But I got you. But you have to have your back first, and then I can have your back second. Okay? So thank you for trusting me to tap into your energy and help give you some guidance today. I'm glad that you were liking the Reiki. I'm glad that you took this opportunity to just kind of take a little bit of a leap of faith into trying something new. I know that this is going to change your life. I want it for you, but I can't want it more than you want it, you know? So blessings to you, and I will talk to you very soon. Your email with this recording is going to come within 48 to 72 hours. But if you can remember, I love you, or excuse me, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, start doing that already, even before the email comes. Kiara, I saw that you were here. If you're still here, if you're wanting a session, you can be my last session on the live stream today. So let me know, and then you can just send it how you always send it if you're still here, because I know that you asked if there's if I'm doing sessions, because I am. But with that, for people who have been here, we still have about 100 of you on here. Is there anything that has been really standing out to you in terms of like something that I've said, something that I've shared, a technique? Do you feel like you are kind of similar to anyone that we've been doing mini sessions on today, where maybe sometimes for you it's inner child healing, maybe sometimes it's for you, a lack of confidence? If there's anything that's been really standing out and really landed, please let me know what that is in the chat. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and how you're experiencing just observing these mini sessions. Let me know. I'm gonna just make sure that I am reading some of these, because sometimes when I'm in a session I don't look at the comments. So I want to make sure I have the opportunity to do so. And then this is on a delay, the chat, so I'll give it a second and see if there's anyone who is responding. Or any questions that you may have, let me know. Perfect. Kiara, I'm assuming that you're not here. You may have hopped off, but I'll text you, girl. I'll text you and let you know the next time I'm going to be live. All right, my loves. So that is all that I'm seeing right now from you. If you have a question for me, if you want to talk, ask about a session, ask about a workshop, ask about anything, please let me know. Just send me a DM. If you're also not following me over on Instagram, make sure that you're doing so and follow me over there and just send me a quick little hello. You always have the opportunity to get mini sessions with me. So if that is something that you're looking forward to, then please let me know. We don't have to always do them on the live stream. We can do them off the live stream. It's just going to be sent to you in a recorded video instead. And we can do a mini Reiki session, or we can do a mini tarot session. So with that, let me see, we have a comment here. I just realized that I'm not going to ever feel secure until I heal little me. Yeah, little me is great. Like, sometimes it can be hard because the former version of you, the younger version of you, like, experienced so much, and it's so easy to like pick on a little kid, right? Like, you're short, like, you don't know better, like, of course hindsight is 20/20. Like, what do you expect from a kid? Yes, they're going to trust. Yes, they're going to love freely. Yes, they're going to, be a little rebellious. Yes, they're going to speak, in a way that maybe got them in trouble. It's fine. Let a kid be a kid. If we did not have that stage of life where we were a kid, we would not be very successful adults. We have to evolve. We have to grow. That's part of the process. So try not to shame any version of you, because every single version of you, no matter how young or how old or whatever, did the best that they could do with the information and the materials that they had. They did the best they could friggin' do. You know what I'm saying? So to judge any version of you who was just trying their best with the options that they had available, it's not fair, right? It's not fair. Because all that version of you was trying to do was get to this point. And now you're here. They got you here. So they need a little street cred with you. You know what I'm saying? Because they literally got you to the point that you are today. And even if you still feel a little unhealed, everyone's going to be unhealed. One of the points of living is to heal, to evolve, and to expand your heart, to experience different things in this life, and to experience it hopefully a little bit better than the day before. We all have to go through that healing experience. There's like not one person on this earth that's like, I'm 100% healed. Like, no, you're fucking not. Like, no, it's a continual process. And I think it's just really important to not shame the version of you that tried so hard to make life a little bit better, a little bit more fun, a little bit easier, right? It's so easy to like I said, pick on a kid, but allow yourself the grace to say, you know what, kid, you're tough. Like, you dealt with all that bullshit. You tough as hell. Like, we're still here. We made it. You know what I'm saying? Because that version of you manifested this version of you. They wanted better for themselves, and I know you're probably much better off right now than you were back then, probably, in many different ways. So give yourself some respect. Put some respect on that name, okay? So I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here and sharing this experience with me. If you need anything from me, just let me know. And again, if you are in the Chicagoland area, I do have a healing workshop event happening on Sunday, June 7th, and I would love to see you there. There's only 3 early bird tickets left available. After that, the ticket prices do jump up to full price. So if you're wanting to attend and you want a nice little hefty discount, make sure that you are being one of the next 3 people to sign up for the workshop. But I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.